the AC. Hot takes.
Lights, camera, and action is large. Eagles get flattened the door to this debate. Why I hate and get irate. We rate and irritate. Your game is on my plate. The fans anticipate. Of course, we give them great.
Gonna turn up the AC. Got the temperature raising. The latest, hottest takes. No bias for ratings. We coming with straight heat. That's why it's amazing. Go ahead and share the link if you feeling what they think.
Pulling daggers like KD. Launching missiles like Brady. Hot takes on the daily. Outcome is amazing.
Only kick with the IC. Analytics unlikely. No matter what they speak, hot takes turn up AC.
Welcome to another installment of Turn Up the AC Hot Takes with Reason on a solo edition. All social media information will be posted in the description below. We ask that you please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe while you're at it so you can be notified when the latest content is available. All right, so we're just going to jump right into this one. I just want to give my top 10 NBA Power Rankings, the first edition. There'll be at least two more that I will do for Power Rankings throughout the rest of the season. These are current as of Friday, December 6th. So coming in at the number 10 spot, I got the Denver Nuggets. Preseason, I picked them to be a 4 seed in the West. That hasn't changed. I still think they're going to be a pretty high seed. They're a pretty good basketball team. And the Lakers just went into their house and beat them. So clearly they're not a top of the West right now. But I still think they're good enough to be, in a discussion and coming in on my list at number 10, the Denver Nuggets. Coming in at number 9 is my preseason Eastern Conference champion, the Philadelphia 76ers. At the end of the season, at the end of the playoffs, deep in the playoffs, I still expect them to be there and have their say before things are all said and done. But they've been pretty inconsistent this season so far. I mean, we're only about a quarter of their way through. But, they started off good. I think they were like 5-0, 6-0. They're like the last undefeated team. And since then, they've had a little rocky, run. So that reason is why I have them down at the number 9. At the number 9 seed as my top 10 rankings. Coming in at number 8, I got a dangerous team in the Houston Rockets. I think Westbrook and Harden together is a pretty good mix. I like what they can do together. I like, the explosiveness between the two. James Harden is playing out of his mind right now, averaging just about 40 points a game. It was like 39 and a half or something. Yeah, man, damn near 40 points a game he's averaging. That's an incredible feat. I mean, a lot of people aren't too fond of the way he plays and the constant trying to draw the fouls and whatnot. But to be honest, I mean, we have to applaud this guy. He's incredible, and he's making his case for best player in the game and for early MVP. I have him in the discussion. Him and two other players, to me, are in discussion right now. And those two other players are going to be a little bit later on this list. Coming in at number 7, I got the Dallas Mavericks. Now, these guys are playing out of their minds right now. Truthfully, I thought they would miss the playoffs this year and, be ready to make the playoffs next season. But Luka is playing out of his mind. He's acting like he wants to be the MVP, and he's making his case for best player in basketball. Now, he's not in my top 3 MVP discussion right now, but he sure is knocking on that door. Him and the rest of the Dallas Mavericks are playing great basketball. I want to salute them because I didn't think they would be ready this year. I thought they would be about a year away. But so far in this young season, they're playing great basketball. They hold a victory over the Lakers. So shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. I got them coming in at number 7. Number 6 on my list, I got the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler, I mean, what can you say about this guy? I've always been a fan of Jimmy Butler. I think he's been underrated for the majority of his career, and he's having a chance to show it. Miami is his team, and he's got them sitting pretty good right now. I think they're a 3 seed early, in the season. But I mean, they beat Milwaukee in Milwaukee. I think they handed them their first loss at home. They just got beat by the Celtics, but I'm pretty sure they beat the Raptors. Like, Miami's beating teams. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, if they beat the Sixers too, if I'm not mistaken. But Miami's looking really good. I got them coming in at number 6. I look forward to what they do in the playoffs. Coming in at number 5, I got the defending champion, Toronto Raptors. I expected them to like get in 6, 7 seed in the East, but they're showing that they're good enough to be a top 4 seed. They beat the Lakers in LA, which was a big win. You know, I mean, like the Lakers have the best record in the NBA, so I mean that's a huge win, and they're playing great basketball. So for Toronto to go in Staples Center and beat the Lakers, I think is a big thing. It's a big deal, no matter what point of the season it is. So coming in at number 5, I got the Toronto Raptors. Coming in at number 4, I got the Boston Celtics. I thought they could be a top 3, team in the East. And, so far they're showing that they are potentially going to be that. And they're playing great basketball right now. I mean, what can you say about it? Kemba is a good fit with this team. So I wanted to recognize them. Coming in at number 4, I got the Boston Celtics. Coming in at number 3 on the power rankings through the first quarter of the season, I got the Clippers. The Clippers beat the Lakers opening night. That was like a playoff atmosphere the first night of the season. So, I got the Clippers coming in at number 3. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, as good as advertised when they're on the court together. Load management has been a problem, with Kawhi missing games. But, I mean, at the end of the season, the big games in the playoffs, if Kawhi Leonard is there and healthy, then I think it's worth it for the Clippers. So, coming in at number 3, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. And now to my top 2 teams. Coming in at number 2, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. I know they were on a 12-game winning streak. Excuse me. They got the defending MVP in Giannis. And truthfully, I think Giannis is right back in the discussion with James Harden and the next guy on the list that I'm about to get to. So, yeah, man, Giannis is looking great. He's got Milwaukee sitting on top of the Eastern Conference standings. I believe they're 18-3 or 17-3. And he doesn't even have a second star. I mean, Chris Middleton, he's good. I'm not saying he's trash or nothing, but he's not. Let's not get it twisted. He's not a star in terms of putting him next to Giannis and having them known as a duo, a dynamic duo like Kawhi and Paul George, LeBron, AD, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, just to name a few. But despite all that, Giannis is playing great basketball. He's starting to hit the three-pointer now. He's averaging a ridiculous 30 and 13 or something like that. 30 and 14. So, yeah, man, coming in at number 2 and also in the MVP discussion, I got Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Coming in at number 1, I think it's pretty obvious. They've been the best team record-wise all season. They ran off 10 straight road wins. We just had a 10-game winning streak snapped by Dallas this past week. And then on top of that, coming off that loss, we went on a back-to-back Denver and Utah and just washed both of them. LeBron James is playing like the clear, front runner right now for MVP. Although I think it's between him and Giannis, honestly. And then with James Harden at number 3 on that list. Anthony Davis, in my opinion, is the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. We got a great cast around, LeBron and AD. I'm not surprised that we're playing this well. I actually thought our record could be 17-3 or 15-5 at worst after 20 games. And look, we were 17-3, and now we're 18-3 with the game against Portland coming up. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to recognize, these top 10 teams in terms of power rankings and give my thoughts. So, let me know who you got in your top 10 and who you think is the number 1 team if you're not agreeing with the Lakers. Go ahead and comment, hate, debate, whatever you want to do. We appreciate it all. Until next time, this has been Reason. Turn up the AC hot takes, and we're out.